ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Shut up!
And we're off and running.
Hi, guys.
Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is, as you can see, our weekly Take the Points edition down there. Brian Turner. There in the middle is Lucas Vaughan. Here next to me is Jamey Hodges. My name, of course, is Bruce Dickey, and I do appreciate you tuning in however you are doing so on this gorgeous Friday, October 1st. Finally got a little bit cooler. Are you?
I feel like I'm on a desert island with no mic.
We're hogging the mics here from.
Let's see.
You gonna be okay?
I've got some hot takes this week. We're going to need these things close.
Well,
Matt Nagy is
wearing
awesome.
the Bears shirt after they accomplished 46 yards, he probably does have some
I
hot.
felt like I needed to wear this week after that.
You probably did. That's probably not that bad a move for you, just to make sure that everybody understands.
I'm still there.
That you're
I'm
still
sitting
on
wearing
the
my
team.
Raider jersey, but didn't know if that'd be rubbing it in at this point.
That's
Yes.
Bears, Colts. Raiders are actually the good ones here.
And that's the world we're living in.
yeah.
We're at.
Well, anyway,
Thanks,
anyway, it is a gorgeous day here on this Friday, October the 1st. Let's tell you a little bit about what's going on around the area, some different things you can look forward to this weekend. All weekend long, starting tonight and then going into Saturday and Sunday, Mount Airy Fall Festival. You trying to help me here?
Yeah, I'm just giving support.
Thank you very much. The Mount Airy Fall Festival is all weekend long. The festival features vendor markets, inflatables for the kids, entertainment, car and tractor show on Saturday, a parade at noon Saturday. If you're interested in a vendor spot, if you want more information, you can go call Mike Smith at 516-1885. Also, if you are looking for more information, there is a MOUNT Erie Fall Festival there on Facebook, and go look it up, and they have all kinds of information about what is going on.
If you're in Mount Airy and you can't find it, you're not in Mount Airy.
Well, now that's true. It's at the top of the hill. By the way, the Mount Airy Fall Festival has a 5K run.
Nope.
/ walk.
Well, it would be. It would end up being a walk because it starts at the top of the hill and ends at the top of the hill.
No.
So you start, you run a mile and a half one direction, turn around. Downhill, then run a mile and a half uphill to finish.
No.
You go to like the Wynoo's Bottoms and then turn around.
That's exactly right. It's like you're going to Golden Gate.
There you go.
Well, now you're going to Wynoo's, you're going to Golden Gate. You're going south.
All right, you on that one.
There's college football on.
Not at 8 o'clock in the morning. This would be fun for you.
College football to get ready.
See, this is why I'm a Premier League fan.
I can understand. So, yeah, that's going on all weekend long. Also, starting tonight and going throughout the month of October, Night Terrors of Effingham is getting underway. They're back and ready to make you scream. They'll be open Friday and Saturday all the way through October, and they can't wait to scare the yell out of you.
Words, good.
The safety of their patrons is always number one concern, so they're taking special precautions to maintain social distancing while keeping up the scares. Did you see anybody see the news this week about the Halloween haunted house where somebody got stabbed in Ohio or something?
Accidentally got stabbed.
It wasn't really accidental.
Was it?
That was on NCIS.
No, it was the guy was talking to a 10-year-old and his dad, and the 10-year-old said to him, "Hey, that's not a real knife." And the guy says, "Yeah, it is." "Oh, it's not a real knife. You're in the haunted house. That's not a real knife." "Yeah, it is. Want me to prove it?" "Okay." Stabbed him.
Stabbed a 10-year-old?
11-year-old
10-year-old.
kid, yeah.
Hey, tell you what, we don't need those mouthy little brats running around anyways.
He's
That's
gonna
what
keep
keep for not
it-
believing.
Stabbed him in the foot.
keep his mouth shut next time.
He won't be asking the
Like
little.
telling a fat guy you don't believe in Santa Claus.
Yeah,
I hear inside, but he starts writing letters.
I don't. I'm not surprised. What else going on this weekend, folks? Over at the Olney Noble Airport, it's a chili fly-in and drive-in. That's going to be Saturday at 11 a.m. They're going to have a big old chili lunch, so fly in to get that. And I believe the money goes. I'm not sure where the money goes for that. Also, at the First United Methodist Church here in Flora, they're having a big cookout for at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Oh, I forgot. I hit the wrong button there.
We're just.
No, got you cleared. Sorry about that. You weren't cursing or anything at me.
Yes.
Yes. Cookout at the First United Methodist Church, 11 a.m. on Saturday. Brats, footlong hot dogs, and pork burgers. The tennis team will also be selling baked goods. Speaking of that, a bake sale in Clay City. Now, I don't typically talk about bake sales and such. However, this looked really good. Going to be a bake sale at Mills Park from 8 a.m. till noon on Saturday. Going to be home-baked blackberry pies, apple pies, banana and coconut cream pies, Texas cakes, cupcakes, brownies, cookies, and cinnamon rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, that sounds like a good bake sale.
That's a solid lineup.
That's a solid lineup. You were about to say something?
I was.
I thought you raised your hand like you were. Have you ever been
No,
to...
it's amazing because those Clay City, the Fall Festival and all that, always had amazing cakewalks and all that. I'm actually really surprised that I was skinny when I lived there.
Please say all that one more time. Please say all that one more time.
I was then.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, later this week, on Friday and Saturday, the Fairfield Paint Out will have their big old showing on Friday night, and then their sale on Saturday. Also on Saturday at the First United Methodist Church in Fairfield, the Wayne County Quilts of Valor, hosting the Forever Brass Bell Choir. From the Centralia area. Quilts of Valor will display some quilts and talk about their mission. The concert is open to the community. Also at the Salem Presbyterian Church on Saturday, that's at 201 East McMacken in Salem. They will have their personal care giveaway at 9 a.m., 9 to 10. They ask that you stay in their cars, and they're going to bring stuff to you. Also, on Saturday, a couple more things to tell you about. The Ballard Nature Center is going to have a Walk, Unwind, and Create Day, a 30-minute leisurely walk on the trails, and then listen to a presentation on mindfulness. Not really sure what that is. Then afterward, each person sits back, relaxes, and practices being mindful while sipping refreshing cool drinks and painting an abstract or realistic picture on their own canvas.
I watched that show. It's called Rehab.
I was wondering about this. I'm sure it'll be nice and
The
fun.
thing is, I've actually done some mindfulness practices.
What is mindfulness practice? Tell us all what that
A lot
is.
of gratitude journaling and the 5-minute journal stuff and
Please say all that.
yeah. Let's.
Move on.
I think Jamey wants to.
I don't know what it is. Okay, well, that's fine. Also on Saturday night at the Effingham Performance Center, it's Exile. Exile's only been a group for about 40 years or 50 years, and what hits is Exile known for? Of course, you all know their big one.
We do.
You should. It's Exile's like the country band. I want to kiss you all over and over again.
Dr. Feelgood.
That was on the
That's
Wedding
Kiss.
Singer.
That was on the Wedding Singer.
Yes.
Nobody's talking.
Actually, if you go to Spotify and look at their 3 most popular songs, it's 3 different versions of "Kiss You All Over." I'm guessing they didn't have a whole lot of other stuff.
They had something called "Nobody's Talking" and "I Could Get Used to You," and I'm not sure what that's. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also National Homemade Cookie Day. National Homemade Cookie Day observed annually on October 1st. If you're looking for an excuse to make to bake some homemade cookies, look no further. Package them up, share them with neighbors, coworkers, and friends. Huh?
Said I'm getting cookies
Are
Friday
you
night.
getting cookies Friday night? Yeah, that's cool. Can't you just smell them now? Will it be peanut butter, chocolate chip, snickerdoodle? What'll it be, Lucas?
Ours will be the double tree with the nuts and the chocolate chips.
They look like
the absolute most delicious.
Yeah,
thing
those are pretty good. I didn't realize that you were leaving. You're not going to make those at home.
Oh yeah, we've got those at home. We keep them.
Blair makes them. They're phenomenal.
Really?
Oh yeah. We keep them in
Yeah.
the freezer. We'll pull out 6 or 8 at a time, depending on how fat I'm feeling. So yeah,
I guess I've missed this invitation. It somehow got.
Oh no, you haven't missed it. Oh no, you sure have not.
Keep checking that mailbox. Keep checking that
Yeah, I
mailbox.
suspect I'll find it there someday.
Never heard of these.
What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Black Dog Day, raising awareness of the plight of black dogs. This encourages folks for the adoption.
The plight?
The plight?
That's a
You see more black dogs than any other color of dog.
I'm telling you what the plight is.
Golly.
Quit yelling. I mean, for crying
Thanks,
out.
Biden.
Black dog.
The plight of the black dogs. Regardless, unfortunately, black dogs are less likely to be adopted for no other reason than their coloring.
That is incorrect. False news.
I'm just telling you what the black dog lobby is trying to sell here.
Yeah, exactly it. Don't give in to black dog big money.
I didn't mean to give in to the big money black dog. Actually, I got to tell you, first
Every dog you've had
mainly black. Yeah, mainly black. Well, but
Rico.
But you look. I saw National Black Dog Day, and I thought.
Yeah, but he's Mexican.
I thought it was some kind of. I thought it was a tribute to Led Zeppelin or something like that. Because I mean, Black Dog's a great song. That's kind of what I was figuring it was, but no. Shut up.
I'm looking at the DoubleTree signature cookie recipe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
way better
what
to
you
talk
want.
about. by the
What's
way.
on TV, folks? What do you want to see on Wabash Cats TV tonight? 6:45. CZR, the Bearcats playing at the Fairfield Mules. That'll be right here on this channel, Wabash Cats TV. I'll be there. Jamie will be there, and Weez will be there.
Yep.
Will you be there, Lucas?
Yes, no, geez.
Apparently he's going to be eating
He's
cookies.
gonna be eating cookies.
Easy cook.
You gonna bring cookies for all of us?
You know, we'll be
No, I'm sorry,
tailgating.
busy.
Major League Baseball on Friday night, 7:15. The Cubs at the Cardinals. Zach Davis versus to be determined. Whoever they can pull out of the hangover room. At 7:10, it'll be Detroit Tigers at Chicago White Sox. Willie Peralta versus Lance Lynn. That's on channel 643. And on doubleheader on MLB, Rays at the Yankees and San Diego Padres at the Giants. NCAA football, 3 games on Friday night. The Houston Cougars play Tulsa, and that is at 6:30 on ESPN, channel 601. No, at 7, Iowa. Number 7, Iowa is at Maryland.
Probably take the under.
Fox Sports
Take
1,
Iowa.
channel 610. And what's the under on that?
I'm like 47 or something. I'd take the under, whatever it is.
8 p.m. It's BYU at Utah State. So that'll be fun. This is the Take the Points edition of Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. These are the Take the Point panel. We'll be back right after this. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
It's the weekend and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experienced that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Well, now you can watch it if you want, but I just had to turn it down.
I can watch it as we're sitting here.
Good point.
See how.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We've got the Take the Points crew is here, Brian, Lucas, and Jamey. And I like to usually go by age order. Let's start with high school football. Any surprises last weekend in high school football? The Johnston City Indians came up and beat Flora. Flora gave them everything they wanted.
Scoreless at halftime.
Scoreless at halftime, and Flora should have been ahead 3-0.
Took some points off the board, didn't they?
They took points off the board, and I can understand it now because the
you knew JC was going to score eventually.
Well, the rule was misadministered by the officials, and I haven't had a chance to talk to Coach Tackett, but I'm certain that he thought that he had a first down at the 5. And they came out to run the play, which ended up being 4th and 1 after taking the points off the board. It was 4th and 1 instead of 1st and goal at the 5 because a kid leaped the center, and that's personal foul, and it's an automatic first down. That personal foul is an automatic first down. Not everyone is, but that one is. And so yeah, they took 3 points off the board, didn't get a chance to put it back, and what do you do at that point? The ref screwed up.
And then Brown took the kickoff back.
Then Brown took the second half kickoff back. Tell me about
he did that against Fairfield too.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I was kind of surprised they kicked it. That's 2 weeks in a row that Flora has kicked to a kid, and I think it's because they're not sure where the ball's going. Has kicked it to a kid that ran it back the weekend before.
Yeah, because Fairfield had Barger 2 weeks
Barger
in a row.
did 2 weeks in a row.
Ran it back against Johnson City.
Ran it back against JC, and then ran it back against Flora, and then last week the other kid did. How about Flora or Fairfield versus
Had
Carmi?
a battle with Carmi. I mean, that was a 2-point ball game, won it on extra points.
Really?
Yeah, it was the same way they lost to Johnson City.
Again.
Was it turnovers or nobody
Carmi
really expected that to be that close?
Carmi didn't have a win last year.
Yeah,
Didn't have a single win.
They were 0-for, and they're pretty good this year.
Yeah, they've been coming on
They're
pretty strong.
physical, and they could run the ball.
So
the King kid's almost at 1,000 yards rushing already.
Wow.
And he's probably the second best running back.
Has Carmi gotten to the level of, say, like what folks were thinking CZR was going to get to this week?
Different
this
style,
year?
but yeah, I mean, I come into the year, I thought it'd be JC and Fairfield top 2. And then Sesser I thought would be number 3.
Yeah.
Then I thought Flora and CZR would be battling out for that 4 or 5 spot.
But now Carmi would probably be a 3.
Carmi's probably Sesser.
Yeah.
Fairfield has played both of those, and they're very similar teams, both physical.
Here's Class 2A, folks. If you can read that, if you can't, I've got that one in there because it's still got Flora in it. But if you need a little bit bigger screen, there's Fairfield, still in Class 2A at 4-1,
which they have done many times over the years, and they never wind up in 2A.
Why do you have to be such a Debbie Downer, man?
Because I've covered this team for 16 years now, and they've been 2. The only time would have stayed in 2A was the years they didn't make playoffs.
Chester also at 4-1, kind of interestingly enough, and I was kind of Carmi is one of the teams down there in the 3-2 level, along with Flora, and we'll have Carmi versus Flora here in 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, is it Wilmington normally a 3A?
Wilmington's usually 3A.
And is it
And they showed Vandalia.
Vandalia?
Vanda's usually 3A.
3A.
So you're talking this might be adjusting for several of
Yes.
these teams.
Yeah.
The
Nashville.
line tends to drift up.
And here is Class 4A. I've skipped up because here's where Salem is at 4-0. Salem still has the mean part of their schedule still to hit. But Salem's off to a good start, as is Flora and as is Fairfield.
See, Fairfield's schedule is
Well,
very,
you're
very
saying-
front loaded.
So the thing about Fairfield's schedule is we have one away game left, and it's at Hamco on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Besides that, the rest of them are home games,
And they don't have a week 9 opponent still.
and still don't have a week 9 opponent.
And probably, the way it's looking right now, probably won't.
Flora was supposed to play Vienna here in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know if they've rescheduled anybody for that. I was told that they might, and the news would be released. I haven't seen any news on that. Have you seen any news on that?
I was thinking I heard a name, but
I did too, but they were on that list, so that made me think they may not have done it because it was on the up there at the top of the list, number 10. At 4-1, I'd heard that Shelbyville was a possibility, so I don't know. But yeah, all our football teams still doing pretty good. Again, we'll have high school football tonight right here at 6:45. Flora's on the road, Salem's on the road, but we'll be in Fairfield as they are home. Go Mules. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec. Stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cat. Well, it must not have been good at all because we didn't do all that well ourselves.
Exactly.
We're talking college football now here on Big Talk as we're entering week 5, or is it week 6?
We're week 5 coming up this week.
Yeah, remember week 0.
Yeah, well, that's you do it. Illinois fans have to remember week 0.
They're 1 win.
That's kind of when we can still throw the ball. All right. Any big games this last weekend that you guys were fired up about and enjoyed watching?
Well, going in, no, but it turns out there were still some upsets. I think there was only a couple of ranked versus ranked games last week.
I think just one.
I think I even made
Wisconsin was about all there was.
That was at Soldier Field, and they played like it was Notre Dame's home field.
Yeah.
Clemson hurt a lot.
Yeah.
That game hurt bad.
27-21. I mean, that was...
Yeah,
that's NC
bad.
State's biggest win in years.
It hurt how? I mean,
financially?
I think we all know how it hurt.
The
Wisconsin
North
like
Carolina State Wolfpack. Well, no, okay then.
They look that good?
Let's move to Clemson. Let's move on to Clemson there.
Why?
How come they are, though they're still ranked, for that matter, they're ranked number
25 right now. Yeah.
They're still Clemson.
They're still Clemson. Do they deserve to still be ranked? They can't score. They had, 14 points in that game, right?
They're getting by on the fact that they're Clemson currently.
Their defense is still solid. They still got a bunch of 5-star kids. I mean, remember after week 1, we were talking about how great the Clemson and Georgia defenses were.
Yeah.
Now, neither one of them had much of an offense. Well, Georgia, since they're back already, they're already in the top 20 in yards per play on offense. So apparently, Clemson defense did something right that game.
And we can't really make much conclusion from. Can you make a conclusion much about the Wisconsin? Do we just think Wisconsin stinks, losing like that to Notre Dame?
Their offense is pretty bad.
Had 3 pick sixes.
Turns out Graham Mertz is not the guy we saw against Illinois last year.
Turns out his first game may have been his best game ever.
Well, Notre Dame's quarterback was pretty geared up for that game too.
He was pretty geared up.
He was pretty geared
former
up
Wisconsin guy
for 2.5 quarters.
And then he got hurt. Yeah.
The Michigan Wolverines remain undefeated.
Escaped, by the way.
They
remained undefeated, but not easily undefeated.
Are the Fighting Hardballs?
Weren't they 20-point favorites in that one?
Yeah, they were up 23 at halftime. I think it won 20-17 or something.
So I was in Springfield all weekend. I got to watch Ryder Cup. I'm gonna let these guys talk.
Well, I mean, for that matter,
Arkansas A&M was a good game.
Arkansas beat A&M by what? 2 touchdowns.
10,
yeah.
Somebody picked that.
Have you watched their coach, by the way?
Pittman?
He's awesome.
Yeah,
in interviews.
He's fun to watch. Well, let's just talk about this week, or let's talk how we did as a team. How did we do as a team?
You need to drop me for cash consideration.
We'll consider you.
We're going to trade you for the game picking chicken.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? You'll be the Russian judge who always gets.
So last year I won.
The judge who is always rough.
So last year I won. This year I cannot.
We have no proof of that.
Yes, we do. You have spreadsheets, please. Don't you lie to me.
I don't know where these are at.
Yeah.
That's it. I could go back and we look at the numbers.
But this year I can't. Wow. Been ugly.
I don't know who won.
Yeah, I
did.
I think he won. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won.
Yeah, he did. 17-10.
Yep.
Right now, how are we doing?
We were 3-5 last week in college.
But as a team, we're still over 500.
We're 21-19 on the year.
Yeah, we're all right. So we're over 500.
I think I've hit one.
But Jamey is 3-7.
Yeah.
But we got to caveat that again. 2 more Superdogs hit.
Yeah.
2 more Superdogs.
I did hit a Superdog.
Yeah, same one. But
Yeah.
Because we had 2 of us took Arkansas.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we had Arkansas.
So 3-7 last week, or not 3-7. We're going to be 3-5.
3-5 last week.
3-5. Who do you pick this week? Who you got? What games are we betting on this week?
And this week's
got a great slate.
fantastic
slate of games.
This is one of the best slated. Well, this is the best one this year by far.
Best one so far.
Yeah. There are 4. I always go through and list the ranked versus ranked. There's 4 of those. There's another one where there's a ranked versus an unranked where I'm picking the unranked.
Really?
That's the Friday night game. I'm going against.
You're going against BYU?
Nope.
You're going against Iowa.
Yes.
So we're at odds.
We are
if you
all
want to
at
start
odds.
with that game, because 2 of you took it and
We
you're
did
both
take
wrong.
it. And we're both wrong.
What a shot.
Did you see Maryland play Illinois?
Terrible. Maryland does not look good.
They got the highest rated quarterback in football right now.
Don't care.
It's getting ready to play Iowa's defense.
Yes, which is a concern, but also you got
He and I, or Jamey and I took
both-
Iowa.
By the way, we have Iowa.
Yeah, we have Iowa to
minus
cover.
3.5.
Yeah.
Or 4.
That depends on what it is.
They run that zone defense.
Actually, I would take Iowa minus 7 or 8.
I think Talia can pick that apart.
I don't think he will. I don't know because
that is at
what I saw against watching it. Bruce Knight did Fairfield game.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Then went and watched Illinois, Maryland. A lot of drop passes. It wasn't.
I think just started, and Illinois should have won the game.
And Illinois,
who's kidding who? And Illinois gave it away.
And Illinois is terrible.
And you're going to pick a team that should have lost to Illinois to beat Iowa.
Although we always, what was our Calcutta rule every year was never pick a team that Illinois beat.
That's right. That is correct. That's right.
Well, we didn't beat Maryland. What's your other pick? If you're taking Maryland,
that's not one of my show picks. I'm going back to the slate, and there's other two other games.
Those are two other games. We're both on that for the show, right?
We're on that for the show.
Yeah.
There are two, but point being, there's 4 ranked versus ranked. There's that one where I'm taking the unranked one, and 2 others where unranked teams are favored.
What are your show bets?
What are the 2 others that the unranked are favored over ranked?
Michigan is underdog to Wisconsin by a point and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's the game I'd watch. That game I think would be a good one to watch.
And then Auburn is 3.5 point dog to LSU. LSU's unranked now.
Not LSU, but is that Saturday night at
which leads into Auburn
Saturday
plus
night
4.5 is my super dog pick.
Okay, all right. It's a good day. It's going to be a
good day
for football.
And we haven't even mentioned
to rain.
And we haven't even mentioned Ole Miss and Alabama.
Oh yeah,
we're going to.
We'll get to it.
We will.
But no, my show picks. I've got Appy State minus 8.5 at Georgia State.
Okay,
and then I've got
I like that one.
Your Army minus 7.5 at Ball State.
They're going to beat Ball State by 17.
Ball State is the worst performing team against the spread this year.
Write that down.
Weren't they? They were close to that last year, weren't they?
No, last year they were good.
Yeah, last year against the spread
they were really good against spread.
Yeah. Last year they were good.
Good call, Jim.
You like that? You like that cover up? Cover that? We can edit that, right?
Yeah, that's right. We'll
edit.
Okay, I have Iowa. What's my other one?
You've got Iowa minus 4 at Maryland, and then you've got Arkansas plus 18.5 against Georgia.
Another good football game,
which is going to be a good game.
Which is another game I want to watch.
I can't believe Arkansas is getting 18.5.
In a game where the total is 48.5.
Georgia is a good team, but it's like nobody has seen Arkansas play. Because
they're on fire.
They are really good.
Who has the best defense in the nation so far this year? Who has the best defense in the nation so far this year?
Arkansas.
Georgia.
Dang it. That's close.
Who's number 2?
Arkansas.
So you're getting 18.5 in an 18.5 point or a 48-point game. I like it.
I do too. I like the bet too. I think
I love it. I love it. Who's Jamey second?
My other one was the Tulane Houston over 54.5 Friday night.
Okay, that'll be cool.
Tulsa.
What do you got going?
Tulsa.
Yeah.
What I say?
What do you got going, Lucas?
I'm gonna go. I don't know if you guys watched this last week. Texas put up 70.
I kept betting.
I had the over.
I text you.
I had over 69.5, and Texas scored 70 on their own.
Yeah.
I text Lucas or Springfield. I was like, all right, Texas over 84. Can't lay off, can I?
Nope. So I'm going to take Texas minus the 5. I know it's at TCU, but Texas looks really good. TCU.
I like that one too.
I'm not sold on it.
Sark's better than I thought he was going to be down there.
Turns out the Nick Saban School of Rehab.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively for coaches.
Sark may be the answer for Texas.
Look what Lane Kiffin's doing.
Somebody,
exactly. You're right.
Some former Nick Saban assistant is going to beat him someday.
Well, I don't care.
Is it going to be this week?
I don't care what the coach is. That Bijan Robinson, the running back for Texas, is a stud.
Yeah.
Really good player.
What's your second one?
We're just going to have some fun here, boys. Ole Miss, Alabama over 79.5. It's too fun.
That's fun.
It is way too fun.
I like it.
So listen, it's a huge number.
105 or
I don't know,
like
but
that?
that's just, listen, it may be too many points, but man, it's fun.
Was it 56 to 42 last year or something like that?
I still remember where I was watching the Chad Kelly year when Ole Miss upset them.
It was just,
Well, Mahomes at Texas Tech when we sat in the shed and it got up to 108 and we just kept.
That was the night or the day after the Fairfield went up to Tremont and.
That was not fun. So, the fun games in SEC are the Georgia, Arkansas, Ole Miss, Alabama, and that
other ranked versus Cincinnati at Notre Dame is going to be a great game.
What's the line on the Alabama Ole Miss?
It's down to 14.5 now.
But it
opened
over
at 20.
It opened at 20. Got bet way down quickly.
I was listening to.
But it stayed over that 14.
So what's that Cincy Notre Dame line? Just as a little nugget.
It's -2 now.
So looking back, Indiana gave Cincy a scare.
Yeah, they did.
And Indiana is not good.
That's true.
And
Alabama just boat raced Wisconsin.
Super Dogs.
Notre Dame.
Super Dogs.
See, I said I've got Auburn plus 4.5. I would have taken Maryland at 4 if I still could have got the 4. So it was at 3 when I looked.
Too bad.
I took Middle Tennessee State plus 10.
What's mine?
Marshall.
Colorado plus 6.5 against USC.
Oh, I forgot to bring up USC. I stayed up and watched that game on Saturday.
I didn't, and I'm a USC fan.
You are a fortunate person being a USC fan, because if you had stayed up and watched that, you would have gone. You wouldn't have made it to bed. You'd have been too sick to your stomach.
Because I drank too much?
No, because USC is done. They have basically thrown in the towel.
And the week before they were down 14 and have come back and won and look great. It was like, okay, maybe they're going to play for the guy.
It was the least caring I've ever seen a team at home. And so, I mean, it was just terrible.
Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, they need him. Who'd you take?
I took Mississippi State at Texas A&M. I'm fading Texas A&M until it bites me.
I don't blame you a bit. I like that a lot. I like that. Great weekend of college football. We'll be back here talk NFL right after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The wall's not suing him.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. The wall's not going to sue him.
He might.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Take the Points edition. Let's talk NFL, boys. What was the big game this last weekend? I can't believe 2 weeks in a row we've got to talk about the same doggone team in a big game. Is the Buccaneers at the Rams, but that was big enough, wasn't it?
Pretty good football game, too.
It was a good football
Rams
game.
look good.
Rams look solid.
They got a good team.
Rams look pretty good.
Turns out that Donald guy is okay at football.
Jalen Ramsey is an absolute stud.
Jalen Ramsey is that trade is kind of working out.
Rolled into he's a stud. He's also a pretty good football player.
Yeah.
I didn't see the picture.
Showed up like a mariachi yellow and blue.
It was all dudded out.
With the pimp ride.
No kidding. What kind of ride?
I don't remember what it
1967 Buick convertible.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I hesitate to bring up the NFL with the NFL with the Bears and the Colts fan here, but the Bears fan and the Colts fan, but. You guys,
but you did.
You were close.
Just did.
But you just went and did.
I just did.
You were
because
close.
I'm trying to get it out of the way. It's like where you have to eat the whole tray at the school, and you eat the spinach first so that you can get to the square pizza. So talk to me about.
Man, your life sucked growing up.
Talk to me about the cafeteria food spinach that is the Chicago Bears and Indianapolis
Colts. Which one of the 44 yards of offense do we want to discuss?
We had more than that. Our quarterback has two sprained ankles. Be nice.
They had 46.
Sprained ankles' lives matter too.
Okay, how come they didn't bring in another quarterback?
Are you serious?
This started
bring in
long conversation.
Because they're the Colts. Andrew Luck quit on us. We're done. Our souls don't work.
Our souls don't work.
Jacoby Brissett went to the Dolphins.
Don't work.
You got Tony Eason.
Jacob.
Same guy.
Oh.
I think I might rather have Tony.
Yeah, give me Tony now, Tony.
I got to tell you, now I could if I was a Bears fan, I'd be very much angrier at the coach though than I am if I'm a Colts
I believe
fan.
they are.
So first off, the Colts did not have a bad game. Our receivers are to blame, not the quarterback. They were dropping passes right in their hands. Jonathan Taylor ran well.
If you're in a fantasy league, especially a dynasty, now's the time to try to get Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he's running well. Now, move on to the Bears.
Let's talk about the Bears for a second.
We want to talk about.
Well, you were all fired up last week to talk about the Bears. The
Savior had arrived.
Pulled the microphone to yourself. You wanted to make sure that we all knew that it was ready to go.
Yeah.
Is it still?
Yeah. Once we find some new coaching. Well, listen, they set the kid up for failure.
Why in the world would they do that?
We're seeing why they weren't playing him.
Why in the world would they not give him a playbook? Why not open? What do you have? 3 plays to run or something?
It doesn't matter when you have a second and a half.
Yeah, you got to have a line to open up a playbook.
We started counting. It was a game. We would sit there and count how long he had, and it was.
Well, they tried to block the defensive line and all of the defense linebackers with 5 guys. They didn't help out our old, aging, decrepit line. They didn't put tight ends there. They didn't chip with backs out of the backfield. It was snap. All right, good luck.
Jason Peters has had a heck of an NFL career. Borderline Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
39 years old.
At this point, you got to give him help again.
He's playing like Orlando Pace, and Orlando Pace is 50.
So this is what Matt Nagy and the coaching staff came up for Justin Fields is they threw him to the wolves without any help whatsoever and said,
so
there you go.
So is someone sitting there watching the game with Lucas and the boys? We're sitting there and it's 2nd and
14.
Let's say that. Lucas goes, run up the middle. They ran up the middle for a yard. So it's 3rd and 13.
You know what's
and
going.
Lucas says, okay, they're going to throw it to a open wide receiver 6 yards down the field with 2 linebackers staying right behind him. Exactly what happened next play.
This
you think you'd ever miss the days of John Shoup?
Lucas said, if I can sit here in this shed and call it the plays, what do you think those other coaching staffs are doing?
Well, you think the same thing about what if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and you get to see Ben Roethlisberger drop it down 19 targets to Najee Harris because he can't throw more than 10 yards anymore.
2.1 seconds snap to release on average for Big Ben this year. Although he actually is averaging more air yards than 3 or 4 other quarterbacks, so he's just getting it out quicker.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the lowest air yards in the league is still Mac Jones.
Well, that's the thing. We're 3 games in. You can kind of make decisions about some teams now. I mean, here's the AFC East. We know the Bills are good. We think the Dolphins are better than that record. I think so.
No, we don't.
Well, I do. Look down at the bottom, Raiders and Broncos.
That's how you pick the West Division, right? Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs at the bottom.
Exactly
That's exactly how you had it, right?
That's how I had it.
Who had that trophy?
You might have had it that way.
No, I'm a Raider fan. I didn't even think that.
Raiders are solid. They
still haven't faced a quarterback this year.
They haven't. Well, and that's the thing. They haven't faced a quarterback, and they've given up 72 points.
A throwing quarterback, at least. Lamar's a good quarterback, but
well, who cares? They gave up 72. The Chiefs have given up 95.
Well, the Chiefs. That's why the Chiefs are
have the worst defensive football right now.
The Jets have scored 20.
The Chiefs have the Bears offense as a defense.
There's the Pittsburgh Steelers at 1-2. They won the first game of the year against the Bills, a great win, and then have fallen off the table since then.
I don't know who looks more done this year, Big Ben or Matt Ryan.
Oh boy, yeah, we'll get to.
No, Matt Ryan's all right. Hey,
No, he's
calm
not.
down. Calm down.
You think Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan's on the Drew Brees last year.
No,
playing right now.
no. He's figuring out he's got Kyle Pitts.
Every team in the South has been outscored.
That's the worst division in football.
That is.
Oh, yeah, by far.
I'm still not. I've got Houston picked to win the division at 14-1.
So guess what game I have to watch?
I think I'm still okay.
So guess what game I have to watch at noon? Colts at Miami. Who wants to do that?
I don't.
Yeah, that's a fun Sunday.
There's the NFC.
Who's the better quarterback in that game?
Look at the Cowboys scoring
They're
some
both
points.
Colts.
Their Cowboys are 2-1. They look like they're the cream of that division.
I'm
for
still
sure.
impressed with the way Dak looks. After
Dak looks
I
just
think
great.
Dak looks good.
Yeah, Dak looking good.
Did
Rams.
you take him for comeback player of the year?
Rams and Cardinals
No,
Rams and Cardinals both undefeated.
Look at the points, 4 points against with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Now look at that points
That's
against
impressive.
for Washington, which might be a surprise when you look at how good they looked last year until you go look at who they played last year.
Yeah.
They were a team primed for regression, and we're seeing that so far.
Yeah, let's take a look at the other ones here. The Packers, after starting out 0-1.
Packers made the list.
They're still behind in points for and against. The Vikings are even though they're 1-2.
Had a nice win against
They
Seattle.
had a nice win against Seattle, and
I think one of my favorites with that Lions with the Justin Tucker record setting. Is Tucker has a record-setting kick. Lions have a record-setting kick to the sack.
that's the second time. It happened. Tom Dempsey kicked it, beat the Lions too.
Like Matt Prater having two kick sixes against them now.
Oh,
That's just he's probably the only NFL kicker that's happened to.
but we talked. The most telling thing on that is we did talk, and I believe we were in agreement about Arizona being kind of underrated.
Yes.
Before the season, and they by far had the most differential in points, 4 points against up there.
And they played
103-65.
They played solid teams too. I mean, they beat
I'd like to
Minnesota.
see what they do with
Minnesota's going to be
DC
good
coach, too.
No kidding.
If you had someone better than Kingsbury, this thing would be over.
Yeah.
All right, let's give. How did we do last week?
Better.
Oh, I was on the right page already, wasn't I?
Better than college football.
5-3 in the NFL, second week in a row we've done that.
All right. Overall, so we're caught up to 500 in NFL then, right?
Had a 1-2-0 in the NFL. There's one of us went 2-0 in college, one of us went 2-0 in NFL. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you had a 2-0.
I had a 2-0 in NFL. Bengals are.
Why do you hang out with me?
I'm riding the Joe Burrow train all year long. I love the Bengals.
I might be riding the fade Pittsburgh train all year.
That might be because Pittsburgh gets a lot of money on them. I mean,
But say you did that last week. You did fade the Pittsburgh.
Yes, I did.
They've got right now. I don't know. Najee's the only one that looks like he's playing with tons of heart at the moment.
What do we have this week? Who's the best? I mean, in the big game, if you want to, the big TV game everybody's talking about is the Patriots versus the Buccaneers.
And it's not going to be a big game.
And I don't care.
Tell you right now.
Did you do that on purpose?
What?
I personally don't care about it. One statistic: if we do have to talk about if we are contractually required to talk about Bucks versus Patriots,
Has anyone talked about that game this year?
going back to 2005, Tom Brady's teams have gone 40-10 straight up
just
after
do
a
that.
loss, and 36-14.
Take it to the window and
against the
say,
spread.
take my money and put it on Tom.
Put it on Tom. Well, what is the line even in that game?
7 right now. It has not budged.
Wow.
Now, we'll say the bigger bets have been on New England because it's 97% of the tickets and 61% of the money
Is on Tampa?
is on Tampa. That means the bigger money has actually been on New England. I'm kind of waiting for if they give me the hook, I might take New England.
I'm not.
I'm like you. Throw the money. Throw the wallet.
I ain't doing it there.
Throw the wallet at it. Let's give teams. Or who's got what?
Here, I'll start first just because we just talked about it. I've got Tampa Bay minus that 7.
Tampa Bay.
That's how he spelled it in the spreadsheet.
So I'm going to take that. Listen. I think they came off a loss just like you said with the numbers. And Tom wants to go up there. He wants to beat Belichick. He's going to beat him by better than 7.
Can you imagine Gronkowski's?
He's just going to go nuts.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm on that one there. And then
If they get inside the 10, you have to double Gronk that first time they do that.
It doesn't matter. He'll just
Yeah,
he'll find a way.
I can see Gronkowski waiting to do that Minuteman all over that.
I mean, I know they have Evans, Godwin. You know,
They're going. It's all Gronk.
you
It's all Brady
you
and
can't
Gronk.
let Gronk score in that end zone.
Oh, you know he will.
He will.
You know he will. That ought to be a prop bet is whether
It will be.
Gronkowski does the Minuteman.
DraftKings has multiple different
Tom
Brady and
Brady.
Gronk special bets.
Yeah. What else you have?
Another fun one for me. I'm going to take the Raiders Chargers over 52.5.
I'm surprised that's that low.
Both teams like to throw. Both teams get up and down. Both teams have, well, it's weird to say, have good quarterbacks because Carr's playing very well
Carr's
this year.
playing solid.
And Herbert, he's got weapons around him. So I'm going to take that over.
Raiders' offensive line has been better than I expected considering they're missing 2 starters. And they got rid of their best lineman from last year because he was getting older.
What do you got?
Oh, did the Bears get him? No.
What do you have, please?
I've got the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 5.5 at the Eagles. I know the Chiefs are not playing well against the spread right now, but I think Philly might be in that Pittsburgh dumpster fire territory.
I don't know what they're doing either. Because
their head coach might be over his head.
I've got their stud duck running back on my fantasy team. How's that going?
Jalen Hurts?
Boston Scott?
Yeah, no.
Scott.
Sanders. Oh.
You rarely want the running back when you have a quarterback like that.
Well, I kind of thought that he might throw once in a while or to a running back or run it once in a while.
No, it's a first read receiver open, if not run it. Offense.
Chiefs and who?
I've got the Ravens plus 1.5 at the Broncos. That's
a tough one.
That's putting a little bit more faith in the preseason thought of what Baltimore is
and what Denver
versus
was.
And counting on it. And we had the conversation on the way up here. Denver is 3-0 against awful competition. That's
true. Yeah.
But they're also, it's kind of like the Gonzaga theory in basketball where they're beating teams by what they should be beating them by.
Yeah.
So even though they're playing bad teams, they're beating them by pretty good margins. So, but that's more me having a little bit of faith in Baltimore.
What do you have, Jamie?
I have Atlanta plus 4.5.
Plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5. I'd really like them at 4.5
versus the football team.
You trying to wheeze it here?
I think Washington's just not looking good. They're not using Antonio Gibson like they should.
No.
So I'm going with Atlanta in that one. I think Matt Ryan's starting to figure out Kyle Pitts a little more.
Let's hope so.
And so I took Atlanta in that one. It's home game for Atlanta. And then I took
the Cowboys.
The Cowboys. I really like the way they're looking.
Dak is.
I'm telling you.
As long as they keep him healthy, it looks like.
Yeah, I just think they're clicking. So,
who's mine?
You've got the Packers minus 6.5, fading the Steelers again.
Fading the Steelers. I actually had an offer to go up to that game. Somebody offered me tickets, and
Packers almost cleared out my account Sunday night.
Not bitter at all.
Not bitter.
Took almost 38 seconds to clear that count out.
Yeah,
I had what was the other
38
one?
seconds.
What's
after snapping the ball with 12 seconds to go on the play clock.
We all know what the other one is, Bruce. Just say it out
Speaking
loud.
of,
I can't remember what the
ripping
other one
coaches,
is.
have you guys been watching the Manning cast on Monday nights?
Yes,
I've got
it's
the
best thing
Bears.
ever.
Oh, I love the Manning cast.
Oh, you took the Lions.
I took the Lions. Oh, that's right. I
Lions
took
plus
Detroit to beat
2.5.
the Bears. Yeah, Lions are so due. This is not anti-Bears. Wink, wink. I don't need to run
No
last
more Manning cast till week 7.
I know. That's
I was
sad.
going to say, we were talking about the Manning cast.
It's been great.
That was it's a fun show to watch.
The best part was the double birds toward the Eagles. And he's like, hey, you guys have
Don't you do it.
He goes, and he goes,
well, hey, Eli can.
And Eli goes, you guys can blur those out, right?
No, they've been entertaining.
There was a great article on Barstool, and the guy's like, they're my friends now. I feel like Eli and Peyton are my buddies. And I've got a Monday night appointment
like
with my buddies. And he goes, so you can imagine some lonely 38-year-old living in his basement with his mom saying, hey, Mom, no friends. Hey, Mom says, what are you doing? I'm going to watch football with Peyton and Eli. Oh, good, you got friends coming over. And Mom comes downstairs at like 8 o'clock with pizza rolls and realizes it's him watching 2 dudes on TV.
I like the Eli yelling. Someone made a joke about I'm 80% convinced that Eli lives in his parents' basement. So they share the tweet. He's like, Ma, Milo.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. That was when his dad was already there too, right? Archie was there, and so you had.
But no more of them till week 7. Another grave mistake.
I didn't realize that. I knew that they were only signed for 10 weeks. I didn't know. I thought it was like 10 in a row. They're doing
more
it
until week 7.
Which, if you were the Mannings, would you commit to that right off the bat? I mean, it's been a
10
great
out of
hit.
18. I mean, that's not.
I'm sure they.
So we're just going to leave the
We'll
biggest
get to it
story
right
of
now.
the week.
We're getting to it right now.
Okay.
Oakland A's eliminated. Are you talking about the Cardinal streak?
Seattle can still
Don't care
make the
about the
playoffs.
streak. Made the playoffs.
And they did it. They beat the announcer curse, didn't they, Lucas?
Yes.
We were talking last week that I didn't wear my Cardinals. Actually, they haven't lost since I wore the Cardinals jacket.
No, they have not.
So I better leave it over there.
So where's the lighter?
We're not burning the Cardinal jacket. Cardinals make the playoffs. How about that? Who all had that in their book on August 15th?
15th? Go with September 1st.
Actually, around then was when I was starting to look at them at 11-1 to make the playoffs. That's one of those bet regrets because I didn't pull the trigger.
You didn't bet
I looked, and they were 11-1 at late August.
I appreciate you not betting that.
The streak is the longest streak in the National League since 1935.
Cubs in 35 or something like that. Is that right?
It was the Giants, I think.
Giants, I believe.
Yeah, New York Giants.
Still not 20.
Now we're doing this on Wednesday afternoon. Sorry, they might end up.
It ended Wednesday night.
It probably ended Wednesday.
Spoiler alert! It ended Wednesday night.
But at this point, they already made the playoffs. Who cares if the streak ends, right?
It'd be kind of cool to
get your pitching set up.
Actually, 21 to shut him up forever.
We're
all for that, right?
That wouldn't break the record, though. Heck, the record is I think Cleveland had 22 a couple
something
of years
like
ago.
that. Yeah,
something like that.
I don't need the record. Just want to shut Weeze up.
Oh, I like your thought. I like
the great part is
it makes a lot of sense.
I get it.
It tracks.
Take the Cardinals out of the equation. It's you said the A's are eliminated?
They will be by the time this airs.
Okay. So there's 5.
I believe they have been.
No, they haven't.
Still alive as of Wednesday afternoon.
As of Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
There's 5 teams, and the A's were the farthest out at 3 games, just in a.
You got Seattle, Boston, New York, and Toronto. The other 4.
Yep.
And
just in a pile.
In that order.
Boston was still at like a 79% to get that second wild card.
But it's just crazy.
Seattle,
and they're still not aware in the West. Cardinals don't know who they're playing.
Yeah, Astros still haven't clinched the West, the AL West.
Well, yeah, National League West. We still don't know who we're playing.
Wow,
you're going to be playing the Dodgers.
That's my guess.
Cardinals have already
game back.
Cardinals have already said they are going to. They're taking. They're taking 4 days of close out there. And they don't know. They don't know. They don't care who they're playing. They'll find out Sunday evening where they're flying the plane.
Trying to see if you can turn Scherzer into Kershaw.
No,
you own him in the playoffs.
We own him.
Yeah,
you're probably going to wind up with Scherzer in a one-game playoff.
Kind of hoping for a tie, and they have to have a playoff, and they have to burn Scherzer, and
then they have to go to one of their other Cy Young winners.
That's fine.
That being said, one game.
That's the thing. Scherzer's pitching so far.
That's right. One game and ahead of everybody.
Yeah. The Cardinals, presumably, are they going to go with Wainwright in the wild card?
I'd go with Ponce de Leon, but
no longer with the team. He got cut. He got DFA'd. Something about having an argument with Yadier Molina after you walk 3 guys.
That'll do it.
Then you have an argument with Yachty in the dugout.
That'll do it.
Yachty's always been a hothead.
That'll do it. He's our hothead.
He's our hothead.
He's a jerk, but he's your jerk.
He's our jerk. That's right.
I bet the Padres been one game under 500 now.
If Yachty was a Brewer, Cardinals would hate his guts.
Oh, that is just amazing. And, our sincere and happy goodbyes to all the Reds fans out there. After
so terrible. I really hate it for you guys.
Hate it for the Reds fans.
Long live Pokey Reese.
It was their season.
Castellanos. Yeah, that's too bad.
Sorry.
And there's a deep drive to left. Castellanos.
So who's going to? The Cardinals going to make it to the? They're going to beat the Dodgers then?
We own the Dodgers.
Is that what the prediction is?
Yeah.
Is that to take the points?
They shouldn't. So I guarantee it happens.
Well, we'll see what happens next week. Boys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Bruce.
Brian, thank you so much. Lucas, thank you so much. Jamie, thank you so much.
bet.
Folks, thanks so much. Enjoy a great weekend of college football. Fun weekend all the way around. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great weekend. See you soon.